Hi guys, welcome back to Jersey Fam. Today I'm gonna make my famous French toast. This recipe was highly requested on our Facebook after my husband posted a picture of it that I made. So I decided I would make a video of how I make it, just so everybody has the recipe now. So many people were asking me for it, so to start, we need a bowl. Then you're gonna have 1 loaf of challah bread. Challah.
Challah. It looks like challah.
It's this one. I'll show it to you because I don't know how to pronounce it. C-H-A-L-L-A-H. I get this in a twin pack at Costco. So if you're looking for it, we love Costco. If you're looking for it, they also sell it at like your regular grocery store. You could find it anywhere.
Maybe other big box stores.
Anyway. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna tear this up into pieces.
Right.
But what I usually do, let me stop. When I tear it, I get like my dish that I'm gonna bake it in out, and I tear it up in there. I just want it in big chunks. It doesn't have to be anything formal. You don't have to cube it up, just rip it up. Now you can leave this out overnight if you wanted to, and like get it to, I guess, dry up, but you don't have to. Honestly, it's just as good without doing it. I've never done that before, like used stale bread. So I actually did this one time with brioche as well, and it came out good, but not as good as when I used the
challah.
Challah,
I'm just gonna say
challah. Challah. I don't know how to say it. So don't crucify me because I don't know how to say it. I should have probably looked it up before the video.
At this point, I don't think it's gonna matter because everyone's just gonna be enjoying it.
Yes, that's true. If you make this recipe,
the recipe. Just make the recipe. You will not regret it.
My kids and my husband really like this. This is like, I usually only make this for special occasions, like on Father's.
This is one of the best breakfasts that she makes, so yeah.
I usually only make it for special occasions though, because it is so like rich and, okay, so everything's ripped up, and I'm just gonna set this aside, and then we're gonna make the egg base. So what you need is 8 whole eggs. Okay, so now I have my 8 eggs in a bowl. And to that, I'm gonna add 2 cups of milk. You could use any kind of milk you want. Obviously, if you use whole milk, it's gonna come out more creamy, but you don't have to. I'm using skim milk today. It's not a big deal. As long as you get the milk in there. Two cups milk. It'll make it a little bit less calories if you use skim milk like me. Okay, now we're gonna use, I believe this 1 cup, no, half cup. Now the recipe calls for half cup heavy whipping cream. If you use heavy whipping cream, you will not, it's the dog, sorry. If you use heavy whipping cream, you will not regret it. But today I have half and half. It's like half milk, half cream. It just makes it less calories. That's all it. But I've made the recipe like this, and I've made it the original, and I don't really feel like it makes a difference. Do you?
No.
I feel like it's just as good either way.
Yeah.
So if you want to do a little bit less, or if you just have whole milk and heavy cream, use it. Half cup heavy cream. Okay. Now, I don't ever measure my vanilla because I bake so much, but it calls for 2 tablespoons of vanilla in the recipe. So I'm just gonna, there you go. A little bit for extra measure. And last but not least, oh, you know what? I'm not gonna use this sugar. I'm gonna use the white sugar. Can you get it for me, please? Please. Because my Aldi was out of my coffee sugar. This is what I use for my coffee, and I don't want to use my coffee sugar because I won't have it for the rest of the week. So I'm just gonna use regular Domino white sugar. Of course, the 1/4 measuring cup is not over here because I don't know why it's over here. 3/4 cup white sugar. Two. 3. Now, we're just gonna whisk it up until all those egg yolks are broken up and it looks like one happy little mixture. This is, I also want to mention, like, I usually do this as an overnight French toast, so I'll make it the night before. What?
You have to add the butter?
No, that's for the topping.
Okay, go ahead.
So I want to mention that this is an overnight French toast, so if you want to make it, I recommend you make it and then you leave it in the fridge overnight. It just tastes better that way. It gives the bread time to soak up all the egg mixture. What's not in the recipe is cinnamon. I always like to add extra cinnamon because we are cinnamon lovers and we like lots of cinnamon. There is a topping for this that I'm gonna make after the egg base that you can make, put it in a plastic bag and then put it in the fridge, and when you're ready in the morning, you just place the mixture on top, like crumble it on top and then pop it in the oven. When it's all mixed, it's just gonna look like one like light yellow substance. Okay, there you go. With the cinnamon flecks in it, it smells good already. You can even add your own spices to this. Nutmeg, you can add allspice if you're into that. Any extra flavoring you want will be good on this, because it's literally just bread. So we take this and we're going to pour our egg mixture over our bread.
I'm just thinking about how good that's gonna be in the morning.
Oh yeah, baby.
The house smells great.
Oh yeah, if you make this like Christmas morning when you're gonna have company come over, yeah, people are gonna walk in and be like, oh my gosh, it smells like Christmas in here. Okay, make sure you evenly place that over. What I like to do sometimes is just kind of like poke it in there. Make sure everything gets some egg, right? Everything's even. I'm gonna use my fingers. You can use a fork. I just don't care. Okay, now we're gonna take that and we're gonna cover it with saran wrap and place it in the fridge overnight. Then I'm gonna show you how to make the topping that you can also put in the fridge with it. So now we're gonna make the topping for our French toast. This is gonna go in a separate Ziploc bag overnight in the fridge. You need 1 stick of butter. So what I like to do with the butter is cube it up and then stick it in here. Just take a knife, run it this way against the butter. Make sure the butter's cold too. You don't want it like mushy. For this part, it's almost like making pie crust. Cut it that way and then cut it this way and then it'll be nice and cubed.
Cube.
without the added stress on just put the cubes of butter in here. Separate them a little bit. Now, I'm gonna take a half cup of flour. Let's say you're like gluten-free and you wanna do this gluten-free. You just use gluten-free bread and then use gluten-free flour or almond flour. Just for an example for all my peeps with allergies outside. Now I've never made it gluten-free, so I can't tell you if it's gonna taste good or not, but I'm sure it'll be okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're just gonna need, they don't make gluten-free challah or challah bread, so you're gonna have to figure that out. But then we need half cup of brown sugar, and it says packed firmly, so you're gonna push it into the measuring cup. That's what packed firmly means, so you pack it in there, okay? Half cup. And we come with the cinnamon. So this recipe says 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm not about the 1 teaspoon of cinnamon life, so I use a lot more than 1 teaspoon because I like cinnamon and so does my family. But if you're not cinnamon fans, you can eliminate it altogether, or you can add more, less, whatever you want.
Lots of cinnamon. Lots and lots of it.
We like cinnamon in this house, okay? Now, it also calls for a little bit of salt, but I don't usually use the amount that they say. I just sprinkle just a tiny little bit. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to mix the butter and kind of like push down into the butter until the butter resembles like pebbles almost. So you're just gonna keep pushing into the butter, almost like you're making pie crust, until it looks pebble-like. And I'll show you. Now you could keep doing it that way, or you could do it the wrong way, like I do it. And I just mush it up with my hands because I don't have time to sit here and do that. I just make sure that it's thoroughly, all the flour's gone from the bottom, because this is gonna harden up overnight, to be honest with you. So it's not like making pie crust where you have to make sure that the butter is like cold as anything in order to make the crust form and etc. So I just kind of mush it together. And trust me, it comes out good. I've made this like a lot of times.
It was good every time.
It's good every time. This is like foolproof. Anybody can make this, I promise you. And your kids will be like, can you make it every single day? And you're gonna be like, nope, this is only for special occasions. So it's gonna look kind of like this. There's gonna be, you're gonna see little bits of butter throughout. It's okay. Let me grab a plastic bag. And I just always place it in a sandwich bag and then put it next to my French toast in the fridge. I'm gonna continue this video tomorrow morning when we wake up, so there might be a little bit of noise. Essentially, if you just wanted to make it right now, you'd throw the topping on, throw it in at 350 and put it in for about an hour. But I like to refrigerate mine overnight. I think it just tastes better when you do it that way. So I'm gonna refrigerate both things overnight, and then I am going to see you tomorrow morning. Good morning. Excuse my hair. I woke up like that. You're gonna hear children yelling in the background because we have kids. Okay, so we took this out of the fridge. Looks like this. mixture. And just break it up into pieces on top. Let's see, just like so. It's gonna be like a crumble on top of it. It's super good. It'll take your French toast to the next level. This is just our like butter, brown sugar, cinnamon mixture. You're gonna see little chunks of butter, don't worry about it. Just like I said, this isn't low calorie, so chillax, peeps. If you guys wanna see healthy videos, let me know and I'll make healthy stuff too. So preheat your oven to 350 degrees, pop it in. It can go anywhere from 45 to 60 minutes. It just depends on how you like your French toast. I like mine a little bit more hard. If you like yours a little bit more smushy, I would say closer to 45. If you like yours a little bit more like just baked very well, then I would say closer to an hour. We like ours closer to an hour. It gets nice and big and puffy and brown on top. I'll show you guys when it comes out of the oven. Well, we are all baked now. As you can see, the top got crispy, and it starts out like really puffy when you take it out of the oven. It sinks a little bit, it's not a big deal. Let's cut into this. Ready? Oh yeah. I'm gonna try it, but the top is my favorite, so. I'm gonna let you guys know a secret about this. If you save some of this and put it in the fridge and eat it cold, that's how I like it best. I like it cold out of the fridge. I feel like it tastes like a dessert, like ice cream almost. It's good.
It is good.
Trust me, try it.
Are you gonna try it? Because if not, I'm coming to try it.
Oh my God.
You want a bite? All right, stand right there. You want to go try? Come here.
You gonna try it?
Mm-hmm.
Is that your favorite French toast?
Mm-hmm.
What does it taste like?
Well, I taste some brown sugar on the top because it's right there.
Uh-huh.
And it also tastes good.
If you could have that every day for breakfast, would you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please.
Yep, there you
I
go.
have your own piece.
No.
Yes, I have your own piece, but you can try it
I
here.
want to play.
Okay. You want to try some? We're trying this like we've never eaten it before. Well, that concludes the French toast video. That concludes our French toast video. Let us know if you make it. Try it cold, please, and let me know if you try it cold out of the fridge.
Eat it hot too, though.
But eat it hot too, okay? Eat it hot and eat it cold, and tell me which one you like better. How about that? As you can see, this is not gonna last long. Give us a like to let us know you were here. Subscribe if you like what you see. And we're looking forward to making more videos for you guys. Bye!